Hey, we are tWoTcast, episode 318. 318.
No, he doesn't want to. Okay. All right, everyone shut the up. Let's ready to record.
We like to start every show by yelling, "We are tWoTcast." Can you do that with me? On the count of 1, 2, 3, go. We are tWoTcast. Now we can start.
The Wheel of Time Reread Podcast. Explicit and R. Freaking rated. Jono's the wild card. Always talking shit. Joe's the straight man. He's a total dick. Tom is still obsessed with X-Men.
Previously on X-Men.
We are
You're viewing and or listening to tWoTcast, the Wheel of Time reread podcast. Should we say that anymore? Should we just say the Wheel of Time podcast? I don't know.
Well, at the very least, we reread podcast because there's not
reread.
the other. Yeah. It's not any other that many times.
Now covering the Wheel of Time RPG game, which or D&D in the world of twat, as we like to
tWoTcast.
call it. Yeah. Affectionately known as tWoTcast here on this channel.
Yeah.
With me, as always, is Jono.
Jono.
Hey,
Hi.
Jono.
Hi, Yoey.
And I'm Joe, or Yoey.
Hello.
And also, Tom's here tonight, too. And also muted.
Study your math.
Oh, there you go.
I made it. I can do
Hey,
it.
Captain Jack Seafolk.
2 years in, classic issue is how do you do this? Yeah.
You're feeling better?
Sure.
Maybe?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not dead of COVID.
I am
Jono
alive.
didn't reveal what he was sick with.
Not dead of
Everyone knows.
I know, it's quite obvious.
COVID. Yeah.
Hey, boys.
I
Hey.
got it.
Did you take a look at that Elias character, or actor, I mean? Because I did
Yeah,
not.
it looked pretty interesting.
Yeah?
Yeah. It was
Wait,
a
I
weekend.
did look at him. Wait.
I can tell you this: he's better looking than at least 1/3 of tWoTcast. Which one is?
Agreed.
Which one?
I don't know, but I agree with you.
Yeah,
I mean, it could be me, but I still agree with you.
it is. No, I'm
I know
excited
it.
about the idea.
You lost me at 1/3.
It's gonna be interesting to think of what the fuck they do with him. Like, it seems like we should have met him earlier.
Yeah.
almost.
Well,
But
I mean,
where's-
at the very least, it's an indication that they're going to do something better with Parent, which they haven't done yet. So,
Yeah,
hopefully
that's actually
that's
what
the outcome here.
Yeah, it's like for Wheel of Time fans, we're gonna do something better with Perrin, the guy who was just left behind in episode 8 to do this.
What am I? I'm going to run around the hallway chasing somebody to and right it back up where I was while he's stabbing someone to death.
It's because he follows the way of the leaf, even though they didn't make that clear until the last episode.
And leaves swirl around in circles without doing
Yeah, they
shit.
really didn't. He was just asking questions like anyone would about it, and then suddenly he's describing it to the rest of the people in episode 8 like he was thoroughly involved with it. And I was like, wait a minute. At what point did he subscribe to this notion? I thought he was
He
just
pressed the subscribe button.
genuinely
Speaking of,
asking about it.
Yeah.
Oh,
If you take Perrin out of the village and introduce him to literally any cult whatsoever, and he's like, that makes a lot of sense. And I'm in.
he's just an impressionable youth from
He
a
bought-
backwards little town.
He bought in immediately.
So in fairness, what's the first thing the Trollocs do? they killed a lot of women, right? What
and a wolf Trolloc bit him on the leg, so that caused all kinds of problems.
Perrin killed his wife because the Trolloc cult. So now he's found a way to leave because the wheel, So again, I think it's very impressionable.
I feel like he should have joined the Trollocs.
Maybe next season.
He accidentally killed one. He's like, I guess I'm one of you guys now. That wolf bit me, and I can talk to. Let's do it. Going all in.
I'm excited for Elias. I think it's. I don't know. I think it's fun. It's fun that they cast him at least.
Yeah. He's a very essential character for the early books and kind of dear to Perrin's heart throughout the entire series. So I like it. It's a good, wish this had been done earlier, but fuck yeah, glad we're doing it now.
Yeah, that sums it up basically.
Yeah, him meeting Elias later seems like it's going to divide him from the group and the friends instead of him meeting him early.
Yeah, probably. That's not necessarily a bad thing, but yeah, I can see what you mean.
Good enough.
Maybe they meet. I mean, assuming that this is chasing after the horn.
Well,
I don't
at least in part,
yeah.
Maybe he meets him along the way of that, or maybe he's in replacement of the sniffer.
Kieran. Yeah, they get rid of Kieran. Yeah, interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, there's no. Which,
I hate that.
Oddly enough, we have puppets on our show tonight, and we always joked about if he was a Muppet, he would be Gonzo.
What else? Snuffleupagus.
Snuffleupagus is a figment of Big Bird's imagination.
Wait, who's Big Bird?
Sweet D from Always Sunny, obviously.
Bird.
Goddamn Bird.
All right, you guys ready to play some tWoT Quest?
I'm more than
Let's
ready.
go for it.
All right, let's bring in our guests and/or Dungeon Master.
We're screaming in our regular clothes, pretending to be on adventures. Sorry, the Dungeon Master, he will help us out work the town. Roll some dice, do 20 plays, but on no other vicinity. The one RPG with multiple guests is what we can join you to call for quest.
Yeah.
Hello, Bird.
So this is our episode.
Yeah, theme music.
Oh, there he is right there.
Oh, he threw that together really well, really quickly.
He did.
That's very well done. Yeah.
He did. Whoop, whoop.
Oh, there we go.
So this is our episode covering tWoTcast Wheel of Time RPG Part 7.
Part 7.
I can't believe this.
Real fast, I was hearing you guys talk. I am not angry at the fact that Perrin has an interaction with wolves before he meets Elias. And by the way, today I learned you call him what, Elias?
Elias.
Elias. Whatever.
Elias.
I call him Elias.
Yuck. But I like it. I mean, in the books, it just comes out of nowhere. It's like, oh, by the way, they can talk to you. And he's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it almost feels like meeting him triggered it somehow, which is weird.
Mm-hmm.
This is another weird thing is that this morning I was thinking about this magical wolf lick. I was thinking about how the wolf licked his leg, and then I was like, that was it.
Well, we theorize it's a wolf Trolloc that bites him.
A wolf Trolloc bit him, and he became a werewolf.
Oh, okay.
Now he's a were-Trolloc. And then the wolf licked his leg.
Aren't all Trollocs kind of by definition were-Trollocs in some way?
I mean,
they're like part human.
Okay.
He's slowly transforming. We were just joking about it because, in the sense that, someone that hasn't read the books is going to be watching that show and go, I don't get it. Is he turning into a werewolf or something? Trolloc bite cause him to transform? Something?
That's what our first time reader thought, was that he was turning into a wolf, like a werewolf.
That's what it seemed like.
Has anybody here been licked by an animal and healed? Fuck, that thing was
You need some sort of costume tape.
I'm good, man.
It's total malfunction.
I like how Tammy is wearing a hat tonight because
it's cold. Yeah. I didn't get to do my hair, so I just.
It's cold in Ukraine too.
Oh, come on.
We're blue and yellow.
Yeah, bounced. Ryan gets bounced.
cold in Ukraine. See ya.
That's appropriate.
This is escapist fantasy. Escapist, all right?
So yes, we're trying to get away from all that. So
Yeah.
my question is, are you guys all prepared to have Elias only be in the show for like one episode or like part of one episode and then just be gone forever?
They fringe him.
Sure, yeah. Yeah.
Fuck. Who won't they fringe?
I mean, they don't have time to put everybody in the show. They need to follow the good characters, like the random Aes Sedai that dies and that warder that cries for 2 episodes.
He's gonna be a guy at a bar that looks at Perrin and goes like this, and then like that's it.
It's gonna be a beer commercial.
That warder. Do you remember his name?
Stepin.
No, I was asking Glowstick.
I do remember.
Stepin the Wolf.
Stepin Wolf, I think was his name.
His name,
Justice League.
His name was Robert Paulson.
His name was Robert Paulson.
His name was Robert Paulson.
Hey, that's a good moment to have Ryan introduce his character. Ryan.
Well, hello, I'm Lipitor. I'm smarter than I look, and I'm angrier than I sound.
Lipitor. Perfect.
Thank you.
Who do we have here next? Let's go with our other guest, Dan.
And I hate long-winded shit. Brevity, Dan.
You mean Tamariquai?
Yeah, that's who yeah. Who's your character that you're playing tonight, Dan?
My name is Tamariquai. I go by Tammy to some. I am a wilder who lives up to the name. I like spying on listening to people and doing stuff with water.
Tamariquai.
All right.
That's my favorite.
Stuff with water.
Tammy likes to stay wet, you know?
Shape of.
And as usual, our whelming Dungeon Master Clint is here. Clint.
I oversee the entire game. The entire universe you all live in is under my control. Be nice to me.
And his job is adequate.
The reason why Clint has an avatar is he actually has 3 horns, and he's ashamed of them.
Yeah, they're all mismatched and crooked.
Yeah.
Clint, by the way, did you get that edible bouquet I sent you?
Of course.
Okay, good. Okay, good. No.
Oh, good. Very good.
Watermelon that looks
everything
like
going everywhere.
Jono, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
I am Lotta Posede Comp, of course, a Glee woman whose family history is a descendant of someone from the Age of Legends of very deep importance, and she wants to learn more about herself. Speaking of wanting to learn more about herself, Tammy, what type of water sports are you into? Like, kind of.
I like to go. I mostly like to tan. I like to sit in jacuzzis a lot. I did an aqua massage once. That was not worth the money, but it was still okay. And
how many
I've
hours
been
of the
to Raging Waters a few times? What?
How many hours of the day do you live stream of these things?
I mean, my TikToks are only 15 seconds, so probably 2 or 3 hours.
Good.
Hey, Lotta, knock knock.
Yeah, who's there?
I eat mop.
I eat mop who?
Gross.
Yes. Beautiful.
Sorry.
Very good. Very well done. And that's when I realized I never wanted to answer another water sports question or see any of these people again for the rest of my life. Captain Jack, tell us about yourself.
His power, form of.
Captain Jack Seafolk, male Seafolk Chandler, presumably raped or fellatiated against my will.
What?
Somewhat recently. I'm not.
So Tom didn't listen to last week's episode, is what he's telling us.
Oh. Now that I understand the context,
presumably raped.
Your fears are accurate.
Yeah, my dick and asshole feel weird, but get on with the adventure.
COVID side.
Doing
You're
stuff on the slide.
You're batting 1,000, Joe.
Oh man. Thank you. I was way off last week. Anyway, I'm also one of the characters here, and it's Glowstick Aiel. He's a normal Aielman with, traditional browns and grays of a cat and sword, black veil, but suddenly takes
Burning
out his
Man.
weaponry. They're glowstick spears. And of course, he likes to dance the spears, but he also just likes to dance.
For season 2, can you actually have some glow sticks, please?
I actually have one of his glow sticks right here, guys.
Oh, keep it in your pants.
Oh my god, that's what I made the glowstick spear out of that one year.
See?
You should get those small ones.
Tammy, this is for off camera.
I know what's going on
What you're
here.
doing right now.
Okay, go.
Okay, then.
We're off to
And the rest is
a
history.
great start.
So you guys ready to play?
Sure. Other than the fact that we leveled up last.
Level up.
There we go. Yeah.
We
guys
haven't been
leveled
able
up.
to play that
Jono's
one.
taking a shot for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you guys got yourselves a little bit more
We
hit
level
points.
up every time John takes a
Shots.
shot.
And
I'm in.
you guys got a few more tricks up your proverbial sleeves.
Perverted deal.
I'm ready to kick some ass and take
We
some
on some
names.
previously on? We're ready?
Yeah.
We can do some previously on.
All right, Thomas, kick us in.
Previously on tWoTcast.
Our adventurers are exploring the ruins of the city of Dalsond, deep within Haddon Merk. It is within this city, a center of learning in Asenia, one of the 10 nations that rose from the breaking of the world, that this mysterious brown-clothed Aes Sedai, calling herself Edwina, hired our adventurers to explore. She believes our heroes will find a golden rod here, which will greatly enhance the channeling power of a male channeler such as the Dragon Reborn. After dispatching a dark friend Aes Sedai and her warder, our heroes met a man named Marius and the pack of wolves that he had befriended. Despite seeming incredibly suspicious, Marius and his wolves treated the group well and provided them shelter for the night and direction to entering the ruined pyramids nearby. The group bid farewell to Marius, who believed that our adventurers were approaching certain death, and they ascended to the top of one of the pyramids, where they found a mechanical sort of trap. To defeat the trap, they had to follow a tiled pattern of a snake on the ceiling, representing the one power, as they walked across a field of tiles on the floor that gave way with the slightest misstep. Once across the tile trap, they found an immense door, which they deciphered could only be opened with weaves of both the male and female halves of the one power, and only while the snake tiles were properly positioned in the mosaic above, turning the wheel of time. Once Captain Jack Seafolk confessed his ability to channel, and the group dialed the tile puzzle into place, the great stone doors opened.
Randland.
What secrets and dangers lie within the pyramid complex in the ruins of Dalsond? Are our heroes headed to their certain doom, as Marius believes? Will Jono finally roll successfully at anything? Find out now on tWoTcast.
That's what happened last week.
Yeah, that's right. You spilled the beans.
There's no if I had been here, there's no chance we ever would have figured out that puzzle. I would have distracted you guys to know.
I mean, I was missing your guidance and leadership as captain of our ship. You know.
Yeah,
it seems like
I was adrift at sea, Tom, without you.
Mm-hmm. Clearly.
Yeah. We would have been on that puzzle for the next 3 weeks.
Yeah, Clint would have quit.
I don't know. Good thing I don't have to worry about it. Good thing I don't have to worry about it.
Yeah. All right. So what are we doing here? We're going into a place at the top of a Bass Pro Shop.
We're going into a place.
We're already in it. We solved a puzzle. We got through to like a room that we're about to go through, I guess.
Correct. And so that's where we will pick up, and I'll let you guys know that I'm totally ill prepared for the evening, but we'll see what happens.
We'll vamp.
Never reveal that, Clint.
We're good.
Hit the music, my man.
Apparently, our dungeon master did not level up in Isabel.
That's the sign of a very whelming dungeon master.
You could literally tell us that, and then just be like, "All I have is that you guys are about to walk into this room," and then we could burn an hour. yelling at.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not worried about y'all. Let's do it. So the party enters the great arched doorway of this this inner sanctum of this pyramid from that you have now opened up from the tiled trap and the channeling locks on either side of it, and a very large stairwell leads down toward the right, a long distance that you cannot see the bottom. What do you do?
Is it true this pyramid is named the Mons Pyramid?
No, that's not true. Moving on.
That's
Tried for a
absolutely
month.
not true.
Yeah.
I'm gonna create a ball of light because I can do that as without using a spells thing.
Cool. Yep.
Since everybody knows my amazing power now.
Tom's so sad. All right. So the party begins to descend the stairwell. Yes. The stairwell is very long and has a number of turns as it seems to wind its way down the pyramid. And at many sort of junctures where the stairwell changes directions at times, you find some doors. And I will say that despite your best efforts and for the sake of brevity and not torturing you guys, you're unable to get any of these different doors open. Everything seems to be sealed tight. I thought Ryan was finally starting the music.
If we can't,
As did I.
if we can't open any door,
Working on it.
Okay.
Anyway,
If we can't open any door, should we just Iceman slide to the bottom of these stairs with the heart in there?
What was that, Violet?
Oh, sorry, Alan.
as you were breaking right down, for at least the first number of junctions, you cannot open doors. You try to slide down. You can do so if you'd like, and we can see what happens, and we can roll for damage and all that.
Well, roll for damage kind of makes me not want to.
Yeah. That's a scary term.
slide to the bottom of the staircase.
I mean, it depends. It depends on how you manage to find a way to slide. I mean, you guys let me know.
Hardened air, and I would, instead of stairs, I would make it a slide, and then we just slide to the bottom.
Oh,
Like an Iceman slide?
Like an Iceman slide.
Oh, that sounds fun. Like Silver
Yes.
Surfer?
Should we put it to a vote?
Tammy, are you not wearing any pants?
I said, did I just see Tammy's wearing no pants? Oh, we're going nowhere tonight, are we?
Classic Tammy.
I had to do my Snuffleupagus, guys.
All right.
Oh, that's right.
Oh no.
God.
You might get some ice damage there.
Oh my God.
So,
All right.
eventually, you make your way far enough down into these stairs. You start to get the sense that you are not only in a lower level of the pyramid, but actually probably in catacombs beneath it. So, just a sort of rough estimation in your head for the amount of time and distance you seem to have descended in these stairs. You seem to be actually fully underground, not just within the pyramid, but it's not entirely sure. But you've definitely made your way down a long distance, and you find yourselves at the bottom of the stairs. At the beginning of a sort of long hallway, and the hallway is totally dark, except for very small little bits of light on the floor that are sort of shining up. And even in the with the light that you have from Captain Jack, that light is actually making it so is so much brighter in comparison that it still seems like the hallway is essentially utterly dark, other than these tiny little points of light along the floor. Now, I will not give so much for the sake of brevity and tell you that you can't get in the doors. You are at the beginning of this hallway. What would you like to do?
Can I hold my glow stick spear near one of the lights on the ground and kind of investigate it? What this is?
Sure. Roll an investigation check.
Alrighty. I got a 6.
All right. So looking down at the little point of light, it seems to be something in the floor, but you can't quite tell what it is otherwise. You can tell it's not fire.
It's like running lights in a theater.
If Glowstick IL had ever been in a theater, he might be able to tell.
Can I stand on it to see whether or not it silhouettes up my pants? Like you can like look up, kind of like that bright thing.
Sure.
You're just jumping right in, huh?
You stand right along the wall, and these lights are sort of definitely like along the walls. You stand over it, and it is not bright enough to lighten up underneath any of your clothes.
It's a 5. It doesn't matter. Yeah.
No one asked you to roll.
I don't know what you rolled for.
Yeah.
So actually, Lotta, you try to step over to stand over one of these things, and you actually trip and you fail to even stand over the thing.
None of them.
Good work, Lotta Pussy to come.
All right, guys. So, all right, let's huddle up. All right, shit like this seems like some sort of trap of some sort. Just to me, to Tammy. That's why it's not Tamu. Just to Tammy. This shit seems like a trap, and I think you should show a little bit more caution, Lotta, instead of just jumping on some fucking lights in the ground. You're not Michael Jackson and Billie Jean, all right?
Not
why don't you search for shadow spawn?
Okay, well, I can do that, or I can eavesdrop. Should I search for shadow spawn?
I don't know. Eavesdropping seems like it's super useful right now. Try that first.
That's what I'm thinking. I got both.
There could be other people down here.
I don't know. They would have had to get past that amazing dance trap that I just walked through.
Good point.
So you decide to go through for the third time.
All right. Since shadow spawn
3 times through, I made it.
So I will do that. It's only within 50 feet, but I'll see if there's any shadow spawn within 50 feet.
Within 50 feet, you do not sense any shadow spawn.
Nothing within 50 feet, bro.
Oh, thank God. All right, walk another 10 feet.
What a weirdly specific response.
Let's go, mister. It's good seeing you, Dove.
Just keep going.
I'm just responding to what he said.
Oh no, it was the message here.
No, his 50 feet comment.
Oh.
All right.
So darkened hallway. You can't quite see what's further down the end. You can't quite see the end of it.
How wide is
Why don't you just start walking?
The hallway's about 10 feet wide.
Doesn't Glista guy will just throw a spear down the hallway?
Just like lighting a
snapping glow stick down a hole. Like you're in.
All right, I mean I've got 4 of them. What do you think is brighter? Green, yellow, blue, or pink?
Oh, let's put it to a vote.
Pink.
I'm going pink.
Pink.
Are we all in pink?
I've tossed some pink down the hallway before.
All right, I'm gonna take out my pink spear, Clint, and I'm gonna throw it down Lotta's hallway.
All right. What's the range on your spears? I forgot. Is it 30 and 60?
What is the range?
Or is it 20 and?
It is 20 and 60.
Even after leveling up?
Yeah, this range. The range does not increase for that. And that's what it is currently anyway. So, how far are you trying to throw it?
I guess as far down the hallway as I think it will emit light back to us.
All right, so you're gonna go like full 60 feet, your maximum range, and just see what it hits.
The full range. Yeah, let's see what we get.
Roll an attack roll just to make sure that you don't like totally flub it with like a natural 1 or something.
Alrighty. Oh, you won't believe this shit, guys.
Oh no!
And that's why I asked. Glista goes to throw the spear and somehow manages to flub it, and it drops down at his feet and clatters a couple feet ahead. We'll say for argument's sake that he then takes the yellow spear to make up for it and wings it down the hallway.
But we all snicker and giggle and like kind of talk behind our hands.
Listen, not all the throws can be good, everybody.
Yeah, we're like, well, maybe if he slept a little bit.
I mean, a little too focused.
Can your mom throw it for you? Jeez,
she's dead.
Whoa.
Throwing the yellow spear as far as you can, about 50 feet down. You hear like a clatter, and you see it sort of like drop and like, and there seems to be the hallway seems to end kind of down there about 50 feet down, and there seems to be something kind of on the ground over at the far end. But everything else, as you saw, as it shot down the hallway, the rest of the hallway seemed pretty much clear, nothing in it. There are 2 doors, one on each side at different intervals, heading down the hallway.
A nice job, glow stick.
This isn't like
second try, but okay, I'll take it.
Well, I guess let's keep walking that way because we know there's nothing there until the doors. Do we want to look into them?
I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, we're searching for an object, right?
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, we're looking for a gold dick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we just threw one. We just threw a yellow one down the hallway.
What if it was that the whole time?
We got it right here. We didn't even need to come on this adventure.
There it is.
I'm gonna take out 2 of my spears and dance down the hallway and just kind of like pick up my other spear on the way. But like, just to
light up the hallway. That's smart. That's smart. Yeah, light up the hallway.
All right.
Do you want to check the door on the right or the left first?
Which one comes first?
Well,
The right.
Let Lipitor choose because he's
The
the strongest. That's gonna
what
knock it
direction?
over.
I always lean right.
Okay. Yeah.
That's why you voted for Rospero, right, Lipitor?
with that Warhammer, with that 20-pound Warhammer tip he's got.
And I always write in James Brown.
All right, so Lipitor, roll an investigation check into the door to the right.
Mm-hmm. I rolled 6. My reign continues.
All right, so
Number.
So you.
Wait, I have a serious question, Lipitor. Are you rolling 6-sided die?
You're right. I'm right. You would think. I've not rolled over 10 in like 3 episodes.
What if
I think 2 episodes ago I rolled a natural 20 for you.
Just 4? Yeah. I have to be like dead. I need to be.
So. You actually, as you approach the door, you realize that it's actually kind of it's open a little bit, and so you actually just kind of swing the door open, and the room within just seems utterly wrecked. There's just some old furniture in there, some chairs that are just like knocked over. There's a table that seems to be sort of flipped on its side, and there seem to be just a bunch of broken glass and pottery and some other things in there, and there doesn't seem to be much of anything else in the room.
Was Lipitor in here already? There's already a flipped over table. This seems. Yeah.
I have a corner table on my back, not a whole table.
Does this damage appear to be recent?
Good question.
Well, he rolled a 6, so he doesn't know, but you can check. Roll an investigation check. You follow him in and check it out.
Can we all just roll and see who can see better?
No.
No.
Jesus.
I mean, I'm distracted. I'm dancing.
All right. Yeah.
Cat and Jack, let's go.
All right. So clearly he didn't find much better. So natural 1. All right.
What? A what?
All right. I'll check
This
it
is
out.
obviously old damage. Let's move on.
No. So that room clearly seems to have absolutely nothing in it from as far as you can tell. So now you proceed down the hallway a bit further, and there is a door on the left.
Okay.
And if whoever wants to check the left room can do that.
I'll check it out.
I'll follow.
Yeah, thank you, Tammy.
And I'm checking
All right.
out that ass as you
Dance
walk,
near the
baby.
doorway to help give you guys some light.
So this door is closed, but it does not appear to be locked.
You know it's not closed? Made for business for Tammy. Let's see what I got here to open the door. Come on, my pussy, by the way.
Ooh.
Tammy's bottom half is not.
You don't need to roll.
You
You don't need to roll to open the door, but once you open the door, you can roll to investigate the room.
All right. 12.
All right. So with a 12, when you open this door, the inside of this room seems to have suffered some sort of fire. Everything inside is just like blackened, like ash. There seems to be sort of nothing left in particular. This room has been torched.
Does it smell like dragon stuff?
No.
Okay.
You mean like Randall Thor stuff?
Like no real ass dragon stuff. I forgot
Like
we
Randall
were in the
Thor's
World Cup
cologne.
World Cup. Sorry.
Smell like dragon stuff.
Can either
Sounds
of
like
you channelers sense something that's using or like can use the 1 power?
Tammy,
Good question.
I can not.
Okay.
I don't have
But
anything that
I have this
indicates
gold
light
blade.
in the sheet.
So in general,
You can
sticking
sense
with
dark
the-
friends, though, right?
sticking with the lore of Wheel of Time, Tammy should be able to feel other female channelers around. I think male channelers can't feel when another one's present, right?
They cannot. No.
Unless
Yeah.
they're
Get some
channeling.
goosebumps.
Yeah,
okay, so
you can feel
feeling-
channeling.
No, they're
Female
too busy
channelers
looking
can
at each
sense each other.
other's packages. Hey, what do you?
Okay, so that's canon.
I could
that
beat
if
him up.
There's a channeler around. I can, if it's female, I will be able to sense it.
I think.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like, what's the
I mean,
radius though?
About like 6 to 10 feet. You have to be
it's
able to
irrelevant at the moment because you don't feel any such thing. I think you would actually have to be interacting with that person. I don't
That's
think
why
you
I
just
would.
extend
That's
a
what I
wall.
thought too.
Yeah.
Okay,
So-
because
They would have to be
this-
actively channeling for you to be able to like radar them. But if you're talking to them, you can sense that they have the ability
Yes.
to.
That makes
Yeah,
sense.
got it,
Okay,
got it.
okay,
Boom.
all right. Yeah, that's
Boom.
not on my sheet, so I haven't
Cannon.
considered that. But thank you.
Boom.
Right. Yeah, that's just book knowledge.
ball it.
Okay.
Moving
So- oh,
further
you know
down the
what?
hallway.
We keep forgetting to do this, but spoilers.
Oh, geez.
I mean, there isn't any. Spoilers, this
like-
adventure takes place during the Eye of the World and season 1 of the Amazon series. You're pretty much safe. The whole point of us doing this Wheel of Time RPG is that
That's
someone
so
that just
fun.
watched the show can also watch this.
That's the first time you put that on in 7 episodes.
No.
No,
We
he
just
was almost
missed last
episodes.
time and this time.
I
Yeah.
don't notice
That's
anything.
all right.
All right,
So
let's
when
go
you
to-
guys
let's
reach
go to
the end of the hall,
Yeah.
you encounter a couple of skeletons.
Skeletor.
Like your relatives?
Is the end of the hall like where my glow stick is?
Yes, so that's where the glow
Do
stick
they have
is. And
3
there is
horns or
a-
2 horns?
There is a door in front of you, and there are 2 skeletons on the ground.
What in what repose are they? They're just laying there.
Excellent question.
They
so-
suck.
One seems to be lying completely on the ground. The other seems to have possibly died just kind of sitting on the ground, but sitting up against the wall.
So like they were like, what type of sex position would this be? Like how far?
Oh, and by the
apart?
way, the one that's fully on the ground is feet toward the door, head toward the direction you guys came.
Are there
think he
is
was
there
running
damage
away
to
from
these
the door, huh?
skeletons?
You would have to roll some investigation on that.
I'm gonna investigate that.
I want to investigate.
All right, Captain Jack can investigate the one on the ground, and Lipitor can investigate the one that's sitting up.
Okay.
11.
All right, here we go.
11.
Ooh! I got a 15.
Nice.
I mean, compared to a 6,
celebrate over 75%.
compared to a 6, that is worth all that celebration.
Those ogres have big eyes. They can see those skeletons.
Oh yeah, I'm like I got my hand up. It's
I
like
gotta see,
rectum.
I passed.
to,
It feels like a
to
rectum
answer
bone.
to answer one of the questions in the chat, no, they were not boning, but they're made of bones.
They're not boning. I like that. I like that.
That's
But
the only question that matters. Thank you, Beach. Also voting.
I thought investigating was a form of
They
boning. the boner.
just died fucking in front of the door in front of the hallway.
No, they did not.
Maybe they just couldn't get the door open, guys. You know, like maybe they just
So
got
they just
really tired
until
and
they
laid
died.
down and died. Yeah.
So the one Captain Jack looked at, seeing the one on the ground, the skeleton seems to be purely just skeleton with no particular like missing limbs or major absolute destruction. But checking out the clothing, you can see along the back, which is actually up, the clothing is a dress, and the in the back area there seems to be like a dark sort of section, darker than the cloth. And looking closely, it looks like it's sort of ripped as if maybe something stabbed into the back of this person.
Where in the back? Like kind of like fatal pegging accident is exactly where I was going. Yeah.
The dark area.
Yeah.
That's cute. Just came
I was thinking more up in the whole kind of like abdomen rib area, but yeah, we'll go with that.
I've known some people to go that way.
So
They didn't die, but
Nipator, you checking out
What?
the other person, notice that this is also seems to be a female, and there are multiple sort of wounds in the abdomen area along the ribs, this person. Also, the dress had sleeves, and there was definitely a wound on one of the sleeves. And also, you notice that the hand of this person has what looks to be a great serpent ring on one of the fingers.
Motherfuck!
Hey, everybody.
More dark friends.
We got some dead sisters.
All right, can I examine the door in front of us?
Oh no, be careful with that.
Yeah.
No, just examine. I don't want to touch. I just want to look.
Yeah, roll an investigation check.
Okay, I got a 7. No, I'm fucking. I got a natty 1. It looks like a 7.
Like, what are the chances we keep getting
That's our
one?
third-
This is a lot of natural ones.
Yeah.
It is-
I've heard 19 rolls on me when I die.
I mean,
We're crushing it tonight.
overall, this entire game, the rolling game has been really bad with you guys. I'm just gonna say, like,
I feel like everybody
What?
needs.
you guys are pretty cursed. It's pretty hilarious. I like it. So the door looks like it has one large handle that's just like a big like lever handle that could just be thrown to open it up.
What's on the end of the handle?
Nothing.
Guys, I don't think it's a door. I got a natural 1. I think it's just rock.
Look, everybody just put your backs against the wall that the door is on, and then somebody near the door just kind of reach up and turn the handle and kind
Turn
of
the handle.
yeah,
Okay.
just kind of push it
Look where
open.
your head's at.
All right. Well, I
then,
can't.
and then
I
duck
can't-
back immediately.
All right, guys.
All right, why
guys,
don't you how about everyone goes to the
guys.
sides of the hallway and I'll open the door because I'll just dodge out of the way with my amazing dance.
Oh,
guys,
that's
guys,
your plan.
guys.
That's a better. I
Guys.
think that's a better plan.
No, I got an even better prep. So Tammy
you
is
do?
able to eavesdrop, and I can squeeze my thing, like
Yeah, I
through
like that.
Squeeze your
a
thing?
tiny
Angles?
little
Yeah.
thin
You can
tendril,
squeeze
and I
your
can
thing
listen
through it.
for up to 120 feet. So why don't I find a little crack in this fucking door and
Mhm.
eavesdrop 120 feet and see if there's anything behind it?
Dude,
All right.
Well, you just did something though.
That was a cantrip, so it
What?
didn't count.
You just keep doing things.
Yeah.
Cantrips I can, but this is a level 1 spell, so I have 4 of those.
All right,
So let me use
go
one of
for
them
it.
now.
Eavesdrop.
I'm gonna eavesdrop.
wait, in combination with the eavesdropping, I can also do a spyglass thing. It's exactly like the eavesdropping thing. It's basically like we're on the other side of the door.
Oh shit!
What?
Yeah. All right, I
Oh,
put my arm around Captain Jack, and we nod to each other like, "Let's do this, bitch." And we
We're
both-
basically
we both do
the
our
2 of us
little
combined are basically a ghost that can see and hear everything.
What's that stealthing game we like, brother Dan?
Clint?
All right.
I'm gonna move back down the hallway and like go in the doorway of that other room. And then,
I mean,
like,
we're not
wait
going
to watch
we're
them
on-
get
We're
destroyed.
on the side of the door.
If you
Oh,
want,
okay.
Using
glow
the
stick, why
power
don't you
to
go
do it.
into that like broken down room and see if there's anything? We didn't loot. We didn't really investigate that room. We only investigated the fire room. I
I
think.
mean, we tried.
Right?
It
Is
just
Well, I'm
didn't
assuming
work.
Did
since
we
those rooms
investigate
are
both?
Two people tried to investigate the other room. You guys didn't find anything.
Yeah, it just did.
Have we just
Tried,
tried like
yeah.
Stay at the
listening
door.
with
Let's
our
stay at the
own
door.
ears?
Let's stay at the door.
I'm kidding.
All right,
Let's
let's
stay
go.
at the
Look
door.
at that one
Do
right
do
where
your
you
thing at the
placed.
door.
So,
guys.
listening
All right.
and spyglassing to
Yes.
so I'm trying to think. The space has to be at least a quarter of an inch. So is there a quarter of an inch to actually try and
Quarter of an
press
inch is
through?
so small.
It's so small. It's so small. Presuming that there is, the result will be the same. So it doesn't matter. You each press forward with a tendril of a weave of the power, and
It's working.
as it actually reaches whatever sort of space you're trying to get through or around the door, as soon as the power hits there, it just seems to kind of dissolve in some odd way, as if there's sort of nothing on the other side, and the weave fails.
I think he wants us to open the door.
Well,
Well,
Slowly.
shit, man.
I'm not
Huh?
into that.
Yeah.
I look at
Gauge.
Captain Jack like, what the fuck was that? Right?
I thought our power ghost plan was a fucking brilliant.
Shit, man.
I mean,
thought
I
we were
love the
Victor
idea.
Swayze in that shit.
All right, we're back to Captain Jack's original idea. Let's Let's all.
All right, we're all huddling against the door.
I'll hit the door again.
Not the door, the walls. The wall
I
on
do
either
not
side
like
of the
this
door.
plan.
We're huddling on the wall on either
Okay.
side of the door, and then somebody reaches up the handle and just like kind of slaps.
Throws it open. All right. I believe the volunteer was Glowstick Aiel.
Yeah, sure, I'll do it.
Go glow, go glow, go
Go
glow,
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 go glow.
go glow, glow, go glow.
Holy shit, boys and girls!
Oh, thank God.
Appropriate
So,
for the
Glowstick
second.
Aiel begins pressed against one wall and then just does a cartwheel. And as he does the cartwheel, the lever just is thrown. And before you guys even know what happened, he's now standing against the other wall. It's an amazing feat of dexterity. The moment that the handle of the door is thrown open, Glowstick Aiel, the entire thing is vaguely familiar to you. It reminds you very much of when you opened the crate where you found your spears. Tammy and Captain Jack, you both feel sort of a quick flash of the one power, very bright, just strong flash of the power that just immediately dissipates. There's actually a slight sort of like rush of exchange of air as the door just like slightly opens, like, and the door like creaks open just a little bit.
Are we fine?
Okay.
Everyone
We're
lives.
fine. Everyone
Just a
fine.
We're fine.
Yeah.
Army crawl on my belly up to the door and like peek around the corner.
All right. But you still
Crawl
think on
on
a
your
ship,
belly.
right?
Okay, so yeah, Captain Jack does feel he's on a ship, so he stops wavering for just a moment, kneels down, and Captain Jack, roll a perception check. I'll say with disadvantage,
Because you think you're on a ship.
and he's huddled way down low.
Well,
Yeah, until he admits he's not on a ship, that
It's a hot
should be a
six.
disadvantage. Yeah, that's like a
All right,
five.
there we go. See, Lipitor, he got a 6-2. You're in good company. So what Captain
No,
Jack
he-
can see.
Thank you.
What Captain Jack can see is that there seem to be lights within the room, but since he's down so low, it's hard for him to actually kind of see much of anything, but he can kind of see just a little bit that closest, because the door's only open just a little bit. There's a door off to the right. Or sorry, not a door, sorry, a table off to the right, and there seems to be some light above it. My apologies. A table to the right. And there seems to be some light nearby, but that's about all you can tell. The door is barely open, and you're lying on the floor.
so somebody.
All right, I'm just gonna push the door all the way open from my side of the hall.
So, pushing the door open, I need you all to roll initiative.
Oh,
All right.
you hasty.
Roll.
All right, so Glowstick Aiel.
2.
Captain Jack.
13.
Tammy.
14.
Lotta. Yeah, we go.
19.
All right.
No, 19.
And Lipitor.
Wait, what?
Roll. Roll.
Initiative.
I got a 9.
9.
Okay.
All right.
Because I'm the worst.
It's okay. It's just where we go.
Initiative.
I seriously hope I like in the end become like some sort of hero. Like, but
I got
like,
2.
right
I'm
now,
at the very bottom, probably.
like I'm Lemmy and I've squeezed every rabbit and they're all dead.
Lipitor, you've made it so much further than your original adventure when you were a child as Lipitor.
Listen, I just have a comment
Not
from
alone.
Matt's Dagger. I roll high when it matters.
Yeah.
Lipitor usually rolls
That's what
high when he
Shaq
wants
said
to
about
break
his free
something.
throws. Shaq was the worst free throw shooter, but he would say I'd make them when they matter.
Yeah, I make it when it matters.
So,
Here, just need a power dunk later.
you kick the door open or push the door open. You see this room. It's about 15 or 20 feet wide and probably a good 30 feet back. There are a number of tables sort of along each side. And there are small sort of lights in a couple different places at each of those tables, but it's sort of pretty dim in there. Each of these lights would be like a little tiny like desk lamp kind of thing. relatively dark. And for a moment, you don't really realize sort of what you see, but kind of in the middle of the room, there are two small figures standing there, each about the size of a small child, perhaps a toddler, each
Adorable.
dark, like pasty, pale skin. And they're wearing just sort of like a little like sort of t-shirt shorts, kind of like these odd like small clothes. And each of them seems to be holding sort of like broken and jagged piece of metal. And they're both kind of just standing there looking intently forward. But you notice as they are looking forward that each of them, where their eyes should be, are just blank spaces of flesh.
So like children.
You're encountering two Myrdral children.
Oh, yeah.
Who's going first? Who's going first?
So first in the initiative order is Lada.
Oh, yeah. Well, quick question for my lawyers: how old are these children?
Like I said, they're like toddlers.
Okay, all right.
You go a lot of ways.
Just gonna change my first plan.
And I will say, I didn't come up with this for you, Jono, but I'm glad I came up with it for you.
Jono's conflicted.
He's because of you.
Yeah. How far away are they from me?
At this point, so you are outside the door probably by about like 5 or 10 feet, and they're probably about 20 feet in, so you're about 30 feet away. You're sort of like craning your head from near the wall, like looking in the room, and you see them. And they both seem to be like they're both like moving just enough that you can tell that they're there, but they're not like rushing you just yet. They're just like like aware that the door's just been crashed in and they're standing there ready.
Okay.
Can I ask you a quick question? Was the door like sealed? That's why we couldn't hear or see past it. It was like a charm or something.
You're not quite sure why.
Okay.
Lucigayo might have a suspicion, but you'd have to ask him later because you guys are fighting.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry.
You don't think
no problem
with Myrdral children?
You fade out in the middle of what you said, and I'm probably happy for it.
I was gonna see. You don't think we can make friends with Myrdral children?
You could try.
I think we'll avoid that.
Do you want to do like a repeat of what you did with the first enemy we ever had in this game? And just sashay up.
Legally, I cannot.
Wait, Lada,
can
you try to entertain these kids?
Just start juggling.
Pulling whip out the loot. Just pull out the loot and start singing. Just
pull a handkerchief from your sleeve for like 5 minutes.
They'll be baffled.
Make a flower appear.
Yeah, do balloon animal.
So I'm open to it. I'm open to this.
What are you gonna do?
You're setting the tone for this.
All right,
interaction.
Lada, it's time to make a decision.
Yeah, you gotta go, buddy.
Fuck it. All right, I'm just gonna throw some knives at them. They're kids. I don't like children. There's a reason why I don't like them.
Are you gonna throw one knife at each of them?
Yeah, no, one at the one on the right.
Combat's easy. Parenting is hard.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so you're throwing one of your throwing knives at the first of these two.
I'm throwing
the one on the right. You're throwing both at the right. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, both at the right.
You have to roll an attack roll.
It's an 8.
That misses.
It's shock. And a 13.
That also misses.
Fuck yeah.
Two knives clang down the room and hit the wall behind. Where, by the way, at the far end there is a door. And they're kind of standing in front of it. And so yeah, now the two of them, it's their turn, but they both. It has so many uses.
I forgot that existed. I gotta go grab a beer.
The two of them actually don't attack quite yet. They each like take a few steps further forward. They seem to be trying to assess the situation. Tammy,
are they within a 5-foot radius sphere centered on a point?
Yes, they are standing within 5 feet of each other. Actually, within 10 feet of each other, but regardless.
All right. If I was Jono's character, I would have tried to juggle and distract him. But I don't think that. I mean, he already attacked him. They walked forward. It's on. I'm doing a snowball swarm. It's a level 2 attack.
All right.
That a flurry of magic snowballs erupt from a point I choose within range, and if they're both within 5 feet of each other, I can hit them both, guys.
All right. And so they get a dexterity saving throw on this.
Mm-hmm.
So just above them, the air seems to sort of like cloud and coalesce. All of a sudden, all these snowballs just come flying down at them, all kind of jagged and sharp with ice.
And
The one on the
Fun time.
it's like Elf.
The one on the left. Oh wait, hold on. I gotta roll the damage. I'm sorry.
It's 3d6 of cold damage on a failed
Yep.
save, or half as much damage on a successful one.
Okay, so the one on the left takes 8 points of damage, and the one on the right takes 4 because he's saved. He sort of jumps out of the way a little bit, and so he only takes half damage. All right. Now,
Tammy, what's your kind of like you're saying?
I was.
what's your 80s combat movie or adventure movie like?
I said, "Cool it, kids," and I threw.
All right. Well, let's work on that. We gotta workshop
It's
that.
okay. No, I mean, come on.
Cool kid works. Yeah.
Captain Jack, you're up.
I'm gonna do Rend on the one on the left and on his or her chest and just try to destroy. Yeah, their dick.
Yeah.
Right at the dick.
Yeah.
Well, aren't
All Myrdral are male.
aren't Mildred smooth like Ken? Either way, the crutch. Rend on the crutch.
Actually, Tom asked me that after the show because I know what Robert Jordan said about that after researching Myrdral children today.
Rend crotch.
Because I don't know if you guys know, but Robert Jordan liked to talk about this
Patreon.
stuff.
I don't want to.
Wait,
right.
why don't you just tell us now, Clint? We're all interested.
No, save it for Patreon.
Yeah, that's for later.
We'll save it.
Save it for.
That's what we
Okay,
make our
so,
fan pick for later. Yeah.
All right, so they each have to roll. Or no, it's just the one is rolling a Constitution saving throw.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, Clint, save it for when you come on our show and
18.
do tavern.
Fails, and
I rolled an 18.
you don't roll. Saving.
Fuck you, Jack.
Yeah, for Rend, it's a saving throw, and he failed to save anyway, so it's just like you succeeded.
Yeah.
You're good.
Oh,
So yeah, he takes 6 points of rending damage.
yeah, it's on his dick.
Rend this, bitch. Rending.
Or Ken Flatspace. We don't know.
Hey, either way, that's a ripped up groin.
Okay, so now it is
Oh, fuck yeah.
Lipitor's turn.
Oh, so like seeing as we only have like 10 minutes left, gotta go in a full fucking rage right now. So how do I do that? I rip my shirt off. I start ripping my shirt like Leia in episode 5.
Yep.
I'm all
right. So you're
and then I attack whatever's in front of me with my axe.
You're great.
I tear up and I start pounding my chest too.
Yeah, everyone. So yeah, do it in rhythm with me.
So Lipitor running forward with the great axe. Do you want to attack the one on the left or the one on the right? The one on the left has taken more damage.
I always lean right.
I forgot about that. I'm sorry. I should have remembered.
Yeah. Because and I'm like, my God. And I roll a 5.
Roll a 5. All right. So
My
roars like, roar!
I'm the worst.
And you go to swing, and it's just like it's such a tiny little thing, and you're just so tall that as you swing, it just like drops below and sort of darts to the side a little bit. Lipitor completely misses in an utter rage.
I'm like, oh, I'm a snowflake. I'm a snowflake. Damn.
Ballistic Aiel, you're up.
Really? Before they get to go? Shocking.
No, I already read off their turn. They decided to like sort of ready themselves. They didn't
just
really know
walked
how
up
many
there
there
and
were.
initiated.
Oh.
They just walked
Well, in
into
that
the snowball
case-
attack.
I'm just gonna whip one of my spears right in the one on the left's face. Wait, which one took snow damage?
They both took snow damage. The one on the left has taken more damage overall.
Oh, okay, then I'm going to go for the one on the right because I saw Captain Jack attacking the left one. So I'm going to throw a spear at the one on the right and then also run at him with 2 more spears. If I can close that, I can close that distance.
You can close the distance, but you can't make 3 attacks.
I'm well aware, but I do want to be right next to him.
I hear you. Yeah, your second attack can be melee. So you throw your first spear, take a roll of that.
And that's what we're talking about. 18.
Yeah, 18 hits. That is...
I think he's lying.
All right, 3 points.
In 7 episodes, I've not hit one enemy.
Honestly, if it wasn't so bad for you guys, I would think at this point that you were lying just with all your low rolls.
I just go.
Have you really? Wait. Lipitor, you really haven't hit anybody yet?
No.
This entire adventure.
I've not had one successive roll. Yeah,
you haven't hit a door.
Successfully
broken.
I should have
floated off the island. I'm the worst.
You've totally effed up a door, a table. You are the bane of all furniture
I've not solved
and house
a puzzle.
structure.
Yeah, wood does not like
an enemy.
I've
rarely made people laugh.
Wood hates you.
That is. We discussed that.
Lipitor's so sad about himself.
You know what I've realized?
I mean, you've made me laugh.
Lipitor is good at like getting into places and smashing things and like kind of checking things out with his giant eyes. He's an ogre. Maybe he should be Detective Lipitor.
Yeah,
less of a fighter.
Detective Lipitor.
More of a Lipitor
investigator.
PI.
Hey, all right. Hey,
your second attack
on your ship. I will be a detective.
Wait, do I have a second attack? I thought I was just.
Yes,
closing
you do
the
have
distance.
2.
You get 2
No,
spears.
you can-
Okay, so I
you
can't
get your
attack
movement and your
after
attacks.
closing the distance. Oh, okay,
Yes,
cool.
you can
I'll
split up
attack
your
him with
2
my other
attacks.
spear.
Yep.
Oh, you mean because I said I pulled out 2 spears? Gotcha. Okay.
Yep. But I understand what you were doing. You're rearming yourself. You're good.
6.
6. Okay, that one misses. Welcome to the Sex Club. All right. It is now Lotta's turn again. When you pull up.
Ooh. All right. How far are these fucking underage?
Yeah.
What, you got a court order? You can't be within 25 yards?
They're barely legal.
He's like, I can't be around these beautiful children.
Oh my God, Wyatt! Thank you so much. I completely forgot. You all need to roll a wisdom saving throw.
Oh shoot! Thanks a lot, Wyatt.
Even fucking baby.
Roll.
What is that? It's kind of on you.
I got a 13. Hopefully that's good enough.
Okay. Captain Jack.
16.
Okay. Tamiroquai.
I got a 10.
Okay. Lotta.
19.
Ooh, no.
Lipitor.
I can't wait.
15.
All right. So only Tammy is like so terrified that she cannot move any closer. So you cannot willingly move any closer to these things. You can still attack from a distance. So it's probably not a huge effect on you in some ways.
From a
But
distance.
the spear attack did 3 points of stabby damage.
What's the children have?
It's a 1d6 roll of damage. And I rolled a 3.
No, thank you for asking, Amir Howley. It was a very good, valid question.
Yep. I get wrapped up. I got a lot of different things I'm looking at. So
Yeah,
now
there's a lot of moving pieces.
I don't get wrapped up.
But you're doing an adequate job, though, I have to say.
I think you're doing just fine.
Yeah,
So
just fine.
the first baby miracle number 1, seeing wait, so we have Lipitor's all the way up, right?
No.
And Ballistic Isle?
Yeah.
Lipitor's already okay.
I'm ready.
So,
I'm ready next one.
All right, so the first one, the one on the left, is going to attack Lipitor with its like wicked looking sort of sort of like a sword, but it's just a hunk of like rusty like jagged metal. And its attack is a 6. See, it happens to everybody. And then swings again. And a 10 to hit. So it misses on both of those accounts. And then the one on the right goes after Glowstick Aiel. That's a natural 1.
I thought mine was a 7 too.
And then rolls a 5. Even I'm rolling like shit. All right.
Fantastic.
So, Tammy's up.
I didn't get to go yet.
Oh wait, Lotta, I'm sorry.
This feels like watching a baseball game.
I forgot. Yep, we're out of order. My bad.
I forgot a lot of.
How close am I to them?
All right, so yeah, you're 30 feet back.
All right.
I got thrown off by the fear thing, and then
That's okay. I get thrown off by fear too. You know what I think I'm gonna do? I think I'm going to do some bardic inspiration for my good friend Lipitor.
Cool.
I'd like Lipitor to finally hit something.
Get laid.
Hit it.
Lipitor, if you don't get laid, just turn around.
Hit
so the
I just bend over and Lotta will take me, but no,
so
I'm good on that.
The bardic inspiration is a bonus action, so Lotta, take a hot second and think about what action you want to take for your actual action. And just as a reminder, Lipitor, sometime in the next 10 minutes, you can take a d20 and roll it and add half of that amount to whatever you roll. So if you get like a halfway decent roll, but you really want to power it up.
Yeah. Well, basically, I think we got like one round left. I'm going to do that probably now.
Yeah.
But before that, I have a new.
Still not your turn yet.
Not your turn, dude.
Not your turn, though.
Not your turn yet, Lipitor.
You were talking to me.
All right. No, I'm just telling you, when it gets to your turn, you have that.
All right. Hey, thanks for the bardic inspiration, bro.
And you can also save it if there's more. There might be something else on the other side of the door past these things. So I mean, blow your wad if you want, or you can hold on to it for a little bit later. Lotta, what you can do next?
Cutting words.
Cutting words. All right.
Cutting words, one of my new abilities from leveling up.
Cutting what?
Cutting words. I use my.
Where he sings a song that's so depressing that the
cutting words is a reaction. So cutting words is something you do when they
oh, yep, it's in the. It just well then yes. Of course.
Jesus, Lotta. God,
Lotta's like, I don't want to actually take an action here.
Fine. Let's get some more daggers, these dicks.
All right, you throwing them both at one of them or one at each?
Both at one of them.
All right, which one? The one on the left is taking more damage. The one on the right has taken
one
less.
On the left. Let's kill it first.
All right.
Yeah.
So 2 attack rolls.
14.
Yeah.
That hits.
Ooh. Also, I'm going to use a distracting strike. Oh, can I do that now? No, I guess not.
No, keep hitting 2 attack rolls. Roll again.
And a 14.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah,
death by 1,000 cuts.
Little nicks.
yeah, paper cuts.
So yeah, hold on. So yeah, that altogether is 6 points of stabby damage from those knives. You only have 2 knives left to throw. Just don't forget. And yeah, now that's your turn. Okay, cool. So now it is Tammy's turn.
Damn it! Let's go, Tammy.
Thank you.
Bada, swing.
You're throwing songs of inspiration to me as well, Ryan. I appreciate it. Are they still within 5 feet of each other?
Oh yeah.
Well, I'm gonna.
Oh yeah, surgical bomb.
I'm thinking of okay. Let's see, damage wise, I think.
Well, me and Lipitor are also within 5 feet of them. Just
come on, throw that grenade.
Something to consider, maybe, perhaps.
Oh, really? Does it hit everyone?
It's
if I throw like a grenade.
It's within.
I'm not worried. I will dance out of the way.
Yeah.
All right,
is this going to be a war crime?
I will say. Again, this is escapist fantasy. This is us trying to get away from the hell that is our normal everyday life. So, Tammy, you could, since they are 10 feet forward from the back of the room where the door is, you could throw a grenade behind them far enough that like only the effect would hit the back of them because Lipitor and Glowstick are in front of them.
Okay, but if I roll a 1, it may hit them. Guys, I'm gonna chance it. I'm gonna throw.
Yeah,
I'm
just go for it. I'm all for it. Go for it.
Whip out my sling.
I could dive out of the way.
Like, boom, and it sounds just like a dice as it comes out of my sling. And I got a 16.
Well, I think that works.
That is an excellent hit. So that is. Let's do the math here. We got with grenade. Okay, rolling the damage. That's another. Did they get to? No, they don't. Yeah, that's another 5 hit points of damage to each of them. One. Math is hard. Okay.
Well, I used a sling, so it's 2d8.
Yep.
Okay, and I only got 5. Fuck.
No, it's 2d4.
Oh, okay. Okay, the note you said 2d8.
Oh, my bad.
Okay,
I meant
all right.
8, like 2d4.
Okay, no sweat.
I'm a bastard. I'm sorry.
Hey, no sweat.
So when that happens, the one on the left falls to the ground, wounded, apparently mortally at that point, and looks up at its little friend and says, "Gayan Mamusandun Ida Babu," and dies.
Wait, what'd she say?
Gayan.
Just Scooty Dopot Slammo, I think I heard.
Gayan Mamusandun Ida Babu.
Mama say, stop. Mama say.
No,
Sound like
Yeah, I think
Mama
that's when he said this. But he did say Gayan Mamusandun Ida Babu.
Okay. Bobo makes me want that
Yeah,
weird teeth.
I learned the old song for this.
I learned for this.
All right, I
Yeah,
killed one, guys. I killed one. Fuck that. Yay.
There you go, Tammy.
Woo! Thanks. Thank you.
All right.
Hey, good job, Tammy.
I was trying to get to the end of this round before we finish tonight, but I don't think we'll be able to. But we can at least get Captain Jack's attack in.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right.
Wait, one
Captain
is dead. There's only
Sway.
one left.
Correct.
One last chance.
I'm gonna use.
Yeah, the one that you rended his crotch earlier is now.
Yeah,
dead.
that one's dead.
Yeah, rending. God,
Just
I'm gonna
rending
use.
damage.
Blood coming out of his pants.
Isn't it past tense rammed crotch?
Yeah.
I'm gonna use Mirror of
Brandon.
Mist to make the other one think that its mom is there and telling it to go to bed instead of.
You have to take an imagination leap here for what you think its mom looks like, but go ahead. I need to know what the mom looks like that you've created.
Big old tits.
First of all, gigantic tits, like barely even able to be contained by its weird Mirror dress, and also ass as big as its tits. Also, not eyes, that not eye area, also as big as its tits.
Okay. Yes.
Cartoonish.
Yeah.
Okay.
100.
It looks
So-
like Betty Boop with a flat face.
And you're trying to scare it?
No, I'm trying to make it go to bed and leave us alone.
Okay, so roll a persuasion check.
I'm trying to use a cantrip and not waste all my spells because I feel like we're gonna have to fight again soon.
We're gonna sleep.
Probably a smart move.
I know. Yeah. It's
roll.
Everything's fine after this.
It was a 9.
It's a 9.
Yes.
It just looks at the thing and it's just like looks like horrified for half a second, like fuck it, and then just
Oh, maybe I scared it so much of a room.
You scared a midroll.
no, more like disgusted, horrified. It's just like that thing looks stupid.
I mean, either way.
And it just like sneers at you. And that's it. So I think with the Betty Boop Mirror, I think we're gonna have to end the evening is 10:15 mid battle. We'll pick up next week. Will our adventurers be able to defeat the Murdrel toddler? And what lies in the door behind? What did the one tell the other in the old tongue? I don't know. I'll probably never tell you. And we'll find out next week on tWoTcast.
tWoTcast.
Jono, do you
Amazing.
know Old Tongue?
Boys.
Alana? Do you know Old Tongue stuff?
Oh, I've learned a lot of old tongue stuff. Let's see. Ate a few old women out in my day.
I think she can read it, but she can't speak it.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what it is? She understands it. Yeah.
Oh man.
Wow. Good battle.
Boys.
Lana can read the old tongue like Braille.
Yeah.
Yep.
Guys,
Yep.
I killed a toddler.
I mean, a Mirror toddler.
You have to
They're
sleep
Satan's
tonight.
children.
Tammy, we all did go out of our way to not kill a baby, but you were just very.
Yeah.
I mean, Captain Jack Seafolk was just trying to rend his crotch apart.
One of these days,
You would think that
Maybe-
Lana would have taken the high road. That was rare.
guys, maybe you guys can hold an enemy up who's just got like 1 hit point left. Like
And
all
just let
4
you
of
hit
you
it?
hold it up and tee it up, and maybe then I will get an offensive hit.
Yeah.
You'll get a 1 and you'll hit one of our arms and we'll be armless.
We'll all pin it to the ground. Someone hold his legs, someone hold arms.
Rip an axe
And we'll
somebody's
just
arm off.
just like
punch him in the nose.
We'll all be scrambling to tie a belt around somebody's biceps, stop all the bleeding as we amputate them.
Like, don't die yet. Don't die yet. Let's let that.
All right, let's let Dan and Ryan get out of here. You guys got a show to do. We all know that. The Way of the Leaf. They're doing their first time reader show, correct, tonight?
Yes, the Leaf Cast. The Dragon Reborn chapters 20 through 22.
What are
These
those chapters about?
They're ham. Well, you should watch and find out.
Well, you should watch, Jono.
Wapo.
Very good.
Check it out.
But Rand is on the way to the desert.
Links in the description below. Follow them over to their channel.
Yeah.
It starts at 10:30. Let's let them get out of here so they have at least a few minutes between shows. Thank you, boys, for being on their show.
Adios,
As
lovers.
always.
Love you guys.
Hey, glory to the builders.
See you later, Dan.
We're screaming in our regular clothes, pretending to be on adventures. Sorry, the Dungeon Master, he will help us out work the town. Roll some dice, d20s, play Madonna, what are the penalties? The one RPG with multiple guests is what we get ordered to call to a quest.
Woo!
You're back.
That was a very fun game tonight, Clint. I mean, you did an adequate job.
Yeah, well, adequacy is what I know that I can do.
How just disappointed are you with all of our rolls and the fact that we went back 16 times to go check empty rooms?
It's,
3 out of 5?
The empty room thing is not uncommon. The bad rolls thing, I haven't seen a night like that in a long time. It's exceptional. I mean, and I will in the past when I've seen a game like that, it's like either the DM or the players. It never feels like it's every damn person at the table. But today it's felt like everybody.
Good.
It's always fun when it happens. It's great.
Yeah, it was good. It was good.
Okay.
No, you guys are I think approaching boss battle, so that's pretty cool.
I was trying to save my spells. That's why
Not a bad idea.
Tom, you were doing the smart thing.
I did
You're a
Betty Boop.
stupid dick, Tom.
I
Fuck
was
you.
Betty Boop.
So I will say just briefly, I did do research on the procreation of.
Let's talk about mirrors roll genitalia.
And so Robert Jordan actually has spoken extensively about this.
Yeah, I was aware. I was aware there's answers to the question. I was
apparently
just, unaware.
Apparently,
of
he
what
went
the
so
answers
far as to explain that that Trollocs sperm is so powerful that it actually destroys the ovum of a female human. Anyway, there are no female Myrddraal. And he that was basically it. There are no female Myrddraal. They don't procreate. That's what I was saying.
Into account enough of the psychological damage it would do to that baby Myrddraal that I made it seem like mom. I feel like it would have freaked out.
Oh, I do like the comment dropping that one's like Sanderson drops books.
Yeah, Jono, do you want to? What was that message from him today?
I
didn't look at it.
You didn't?
It was pretty damn funny. And it was kind of one of those things where he had to kind of moderate it a bit. But in essence, he sent out a letter to his readers, or like those who signed up for his newsletter, saying like, "Hey, I've been hiding some stuff from you." And then went on YouTube.
Sanderson had some news.
And when you click on the YouTube link, it's a 16-minute video, which is how you know it's serious. And it's
well, you want to be on YouTube, 16-minute video.
He's just like, hey, I want you guys to know, that during the pandemic, I lied to you guys, and I actually wrote a book. And I gave it to my wife because it was a gift for her. That was in spring of 2020. And then I wrote another book. Ends up, this motherfucker wrote 5 goddamn books during the quarantine. Beyond
his normal obligations, yeah.
Yeah, beyond what he was normally doing. Because he was no longer traveling literally 80, 90 days a year.
120 days a year.
Yeah, well, I guess 1/3. So yeah, 122 or 2/3 actually.
He was like, I was planning on backing it down to like 90 days of travel a year. He's like, but it went from 120 to 0, so I had a lot of extra time. And he's like, yeah, honestly, you deal with stress your way, and I'll deal with it mine.
Like I cannot imagine. Like, hey, that's fucking awesome. 3 of them are in the Cosmere. One's a graphic novel, and one doesn't say. And I all it made me think of was our good friend of the podcast who's been on this podcast a couple times, Patrick Rothfuss, and his probable probably just
who hasn't finished his trilogy.
we don't need to say that. We don't need to say that, but he hasn't finished the trilogy. I'm sure because like when we hung out with him at Jordan Con, like Rothfuss and
talking about Rothfuss
Fussy were very like friendly, but we mentioned like what a dumb superpower to have is his inability to just never write fucking books, or never not write books. Sorry. So it just I bet Rothfuss just went home and just said, "Fuck this dickhead." Like that's
I mean, Sanderson did come off like he was gloating. I mean, there's no context of like anybody he'd be gloating at, but I mean, he was definitely like gloating that he had
written. He's an author to other. It's just an open letter to other authors.
It really is. He's just like
a big.
The whole thing is like I watched
anyone that writes books,
and it was like it seemed like silly and kind of like I mean, he definitely was obviously reading off a script and everything at first. It just didn't seem like I was like, this is kind of cutesy, and then I was like, after about 6 minutes of the 16-minute video, I'm like, he's just being like super like smarmy cocky about the whole thing. He's like, "Yup, I did it."
Yeah, guilty as charged.
So yeah, he's the one book is much shorter, and he thinks it might be a graphic novel. It's like a kid's kind of book. But the other 4, he's got a Kickstarter, and for the digital editions, it's like $40. You get them all, and he's basically releasing them through 2023, like once a quarter. And then the highest tier of the Kickstarter is like you get the digital, the audio, and the hardcover, and each month. In between the books, the other months you get like swag boxes of like the different themes of like Cosmere and like different worlds.
Is it true that Lotta changed her name to Swagbox?
Yeah, that is true.
If you change your name, just let us know.
It's happening right now.
But what about all of your historical shit?
What?
He's talking about what about like your grand search for like the history of your name and all that.
Yes,
I'm still looking. I figured there's a better chance that Brandon Sanderson was going to write my name information than it's someone else. So I'm just changing my name to Sanderson Swagbox. Oh, why did I put boss? What the fuck? Oh, autocorrect.
Oh, you can't even do that right, Jono.
I'll do it.
Swagbox is even better.
I know. Swagbox. It's like a union busting thing.
Yeah.
Like the 30s.
Oh shit! Okay.
Watch out. So that was fucking cool, but at the same time, like, what's interesting about Sanderson is he's someone that like, I love, respect, but at the same time, I don't think he's human. I don't think he's real. I love the Cosmere novels, and I'm just delighted he finished The Wheel of Time. But like watching him, I don't think he's real. I think it's like a fucking program. Yeah, like
he's one of those people.
He's like a Terminator robot sent back in time to give us fantasy.
To write books? Like what a shitty program. But I'm glad.
That's not how those books
Holy shit.
Like there's no heart in them. It's just like I can write 1 million books. Like congratulations, robot. Like
they're fun and delightful, but at the same time, like they remind me of like this is a really bizarre I guess kind of like maybe not anecdote, but comparison is like some of those like tapping solos on a guitar that are so fast, so incredible, and so clean. You're like, wow, that's really cool. But then you're like, but that was very formulaic almost. Like I don't know if that's a good. That's kind of how I feel. Like there's not as much like feeling.
I mean, that's how you churn out that many books.
I wouldn't be surprised if you said I wrote 48 books during the pandemic. I'm like, well,
yeah, I kind of wouldn't have been either.
They're heartless.
And this announcement doesn't come as a huge surprise.
But I mean,
he actually said that in the video. He's like, I know you're not surprised.
Yeah, there you go. Maybe I should have watched this fucking video. My bad.
I told you to. You son of a fucking...
I know you did.
I mean, the character I most emotionally connect with in the Brandon Sanderson book is none of them.
Very good.
I didn't realize there was this like angst against Brandon Sanderson at this.
It's not angst. I just find it very cardboard cutout, and he continues to prove it as he writes a book every 2 months. It's very boring.
It's amazing. Okay. Again, I think he's fantastic, but at the same time, I do feel like it's formulaic in like a weird way, right? And it's a formula that literally fucking works. Excuse me as I burp out loud, but I mean, I just feel like he maybe could just do a little bit more depth in his character, because like you're not wrong, Captain Jack Seafolk. Is the L
robots have a hard time like writing
beep bop boop beep. Anyway, all right, Leafcast starts in 4 minutes, guys.
Yeah, all right,
let's get out of here.
All right,
so that's tWoTcast for this week. If you have any comments or questions, leave them below, and in theory, we'll get better at responding to them. We are actually kind of okay at that. Join us on Discord for the show schedule, announcements, another random discussion, including tonight, where Trolloc Talk and myself will jump onto Discord after this show to hang out for a little while. John, are you going to come in?
No.
Okay, you mentioned it last week. I don't fucking
know. I lied.
Oh, okay.
But next
you can listen to the audio version of this show wherever you get your podcasts. tWoTcast theme songs brought to you by the one and the only Taffy Bennington, and also Andrew, the Bard of Time. Links to all of their stuff is below. Thanks to our guests, The Way of the Leaf. Their show is starting in 3 minutes, so jump over to that if you want to go hang out with them some more and listen to their first-time reader show. Also, if you want, a little Taint on Said in drawing, you can jump in on every first Sunday of every month, and we can play Watchnary together because I'm there as one of the team captains. Join us next episode for the Wheel of Time covering tWoT Quest, the Wheel of Time RPG Part 8.
I never want it to end.
You guys are getting relatively close to the end.
I know. I'm Jono. I'm Joe. Say goodnight, Jono.
Good night, Joe.
Beep, boop, bop. I'm a robot. Read script. You're not doing it. Say goodnight, Jono.
Good night, Jono.
There you go. And Tom.
Study your math.
Clint's been here too.
Roll for initiative.
That's the best. I love that. Keep that going. Keep the change, you filthy animals. I'm also not Jono. That was incorrect.
Among the first to start, the tWoTcast was so smart to lovingly bash our favorite books. But that was long ago, and now they've grown the show, and now they got us in their hooks. Don't throw coins to these bastards, they need bars of gold at least. Someone please keep them afloat. Now let's listen as they once again ramble through a book. Let's get the fucking quote. One of them is Tom, but he is barely on. Sometimes he calls into the show. Another one is Jono. Is he their joker? Oh no. And Joe, is he the stupid one? Welcome to the tWoT, cause we will share our love for books and all our hate in every episode. We'll entertain you, make you laugh so hard you barely can stand up. That is the tWoTcast code.